Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with another Destiny Rise of Iron update. Or, in other words, more news to explain. So, seeing as how we got like most of this information out of the way, like, for example, the brand new campaign, the raid, all the PvE stuff, new maps in PvP, game modes, weapons, legendaries, exotics, etc., etc. The list will just go on and on and on. Seeing as how we've broken down most of this information, and with Rise of Iron just around the corner, with only a couple of days to go, what we haven't learned yet is that we have over 50 new, get this folks, over 50 new exotic weapon and armor perks coming to Destiny Rise of Iron for returning and new exotics for weapons and armor. Now, I think there's a grand total of around 56 exotic weapon and armor perks coming to Rise of Iron in just a couple of days. So I'm going to break down all 56 weapons, starting with the one from the top left corner. Whoops. I can just scroll in here. There we go. And again, I'm just using Microsoft Edge again, just to let you know. So, I'm going to start from the top left corner here. So here are the first 3 perks there. And these are all firing behavior perks. So the first one is 450 RPM. That's the setting firing behavior. It also grants the bonus range. Now if you set the firing behavior at 900 RPM, it will grant the bonus stability. The next one is automatic. So that's how you set the firing behavior to fully automatic. So of course the first 3 are just weapons perks, so that one's pretty easy. The next perk there is Be the Danger. This weapon fires bursts of bullets with deadly accuracy. So that one should come in handy there. Going down the list there, Bomb Disposal Shield. That's take half the damage when carrying the SIVA charge. So that one could come in handy there. It could come either in any PvE strike or it could be in the raid. Who knows? The next one there is Burst Fire. That's another firing behavior perk there. To burst, just like that. The next one is Chasm Rounds. So this weapon fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held. So obviously for the Xbox One or for PlayStation there, if you hold the right trigger button, that's how long it will hold. It will fire faster and more accurately there. The next one is Classic Scope. So that's the original Khvostov scope, which is optimized for range and stability. So remember when we had the very first weapon that we carried in the very first Destiny game, which is the Khvostov? As mentioned in previous videos, the Khvostov is coming back as an exotic weapon. And of course there's a quest for doing it. So as soon as you get the Khvostov quest completed, you'll get the weapon and you'll more than likely get the Classic Scope perk. Actually, I'm going to scroll down here. There we go. Okay, so the next one here is Dubious Munitions. So that's kills from the volley at another round of the volley. So as we heard from previous videos as well, they were discussing about maybe a grenade launcher or something. I have no idea. But again, that's another exotic weapon perk there. It's Dubious Munitions. So again, it kills from the volley at another round of the volley. It's a total guess. Next one is Dubious Ordnance. So this weapon delivers a high energy volley of explosive ordnance. So those are 2 weapon perks that could be onto that. Could be a rocket launcher weapon. I believe that's probably going to make a lot more sense. Next perk there, I hope I pronounced this right. Elixir Immunity. I don't know if I got the U word correct there, but it's close enough. Elixir Immunity. So on orb pickup, you take less damage from Fallen for a short time. Could be Devil Fallen or just regular Fallen. Next perk, Extinction Cycle. Now on trigger pull, this weapon's initial burst has a higher rate of fire. Works pretty well on scout rifles or any weapon. The next one, Feeling Blue. Oh, I love that perk already. Feeling Blue. Everything you see has a blue tint. Now, I don't know if that's a weapon or armor perk, but I think that might be one of the color ornaments there. I don't know, but that's a pretty good perk for either weapons or armor there. So feeling blue, everything you see has a blue tint. Next one, Felwinter's Covenant. You lose your super, but gain 1 extra grenade and melee charge, and small boosts to all stats. Also, orbs grant melee and grenade energy. I think that's probably going to be one of the exotic ornaments. I don't know officially, but that's another perk that will definitely come in handy there. Felwinter's Covenant. The next perk, Focused Firefly. Now, while Focused Fire is active, precision kills cause the target to explode. So that's almost the same as Firefly, the original Firefly. Remember when we had like the Fatebringer there, which is by far the best hand cannon in year number 1? If you have like the Firefly perk, if you get like a precision headshot, or precision kill with a headshot there, it causes the target to explode, and when nearby enemies are close to the explosion there, they deal more damage. So I think that's a very, very good perk right there, and it makes it a lot more easier for the Guardian to well, you know the rest. Okay, moving on. Next, Gillian's Wit. That is grants a detailed radar, and radar persists when sighting with primary weapons. So there's a clue there, primary weapons. Good perk to have there if you wish. Scrolling right back up, we're going to go to the middle here. I'm going across there for the next one. It is Grayscale. Next perk right now is Grayscale. Everything you see is in shades of gray. So same as the previous one, I believe that was Feeling Blue. So it's just the same as that. You see shades of gray. Next one, Howling Flames. Used to unleash a Fury solar eruption that weakens enemies and deals damage over time. That one's actually pretty good. Next one, In Your Element. Gain a speed boost when carrying a Scorch, Null, or Shock cannon. So if you're holding like any of the 3 cannons there, we know one of them was back in House of Wolves, where you killed one of the Scorch captains there, and you equip the Scorch cannon, you'll just kill enemies instantly or just damage them significantly. So In Your Element is actually a pretty good one. Next one, Incendiary Rounds. This weapon fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held. So I think it's just about the same right there as where was it? Focused Firefly. And it's a little bit different because back in year 1 and 2, I believe it is, we had explosive rounds. Now in year 3, they're adding incendiary rounds. So that's another good perk. Next one, Iron Lordly Sights. With flexible sight, it's light with good recoil control, and has a strong target acquisition. Next one, Iron Ranged Scope. It has a sharpshooter scope, long range with enhanced target acquisition, and surprisingly light. Alright, next one here we have Iron Red Dot. It has agile sight for smooth engagement in close quarters. Going down the list here, Iron Vigor Sights. It has standard sight with a lightweight design and good for recoil control. And Iron Warrior Sights with stable sight, that is, along with optimized for excellent recoil control. So there's a difference here between Vigor and Warrior. The Vigor one has good recoil control, but if you go with Warrior Sights, it has excellent recoil control. So that one's pretty good. Okay, moving down the list here, we are at Jolder's Joy. It removes the sprint cooldown penalty. Alright, moving on now to Last Hope. Increased agility after becoming the last Guardian standing. So, it works well in the raid or in the strike or anywhere in PvE. If you're the last Guardian standing, you'll get more agility. So, there you go. That's a simple one there. Next one, Modernized Scope. It has a modern scope and grants additional zoom and target acquisition. It's pretty good for sniper rifles also, so there you go. Moving on now, Move to Survive. That's temporary increase to recovery on blink. So that's pretty good for Titans right there, because of the shoulder charge and such and such. Going on now, Negative Rounds. This weapon fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held, so that's pretty much the same thing. Perun's Prowl. This is a new one right here. Enemy, and again, I'll say it again. Perun's Prowl. Enemy guardians with full supers and all enemies with low health are highlighted. So that one's a pretty good perk right there. That might be pretty helpful. That's not bad. Okay, moving on. Quick Reaction. That's gain increased agility while the reactive reload perk is active. As long as you don't become lightning quick on that one. Okay, so we're moving on to this one right here. Radagast Fealty. That's gain the ability to reflect energy-based projectiles when guarding with a sword, and it also has increased sword ammo capacity. So if you equip this perk right here, and I think we just showed a video about a while ago. Let's say the Titan activates Hammer of Soul, and the other person in PvE, or not PvE, PvP, whichever one makes sense. If you have a sword, if you guard it, and the hammer fires at the sword there, it has the ability to reflect projectiles, just like that. So that's a little bit of an example right there. I know there's a video up right there. Definitely check that out for more information on that one. Next, Rapid Cooldown. Tighter turn radius while sprinting, and also increased grenade and melee regeneration while sprinting. So that's a good perk right there if you want to keep on sprinting a little bit more. So that's good. Going on to Running Interference. It grants increased armor while the Battle Runner perk is active. So that's a good one here, pretty much health-wise and shield-wise. Scavenger's Boon. That's increased heavy ammo drops from fallen enemies. So if you're pretty much running low on heavy ammo, if you kill an enemy there, if you have that perk active on you, you can get more heavy ammo. So there you go. Semi-auto. That sets the firing behavior to semi-automatic with higher muzzle velocity. That's a good one for scout rifles and auto rifles and such. Next one is Sign of 4. That's landing 3 bursts on a target causes the 4th burst to do extra damage. So that might be a good one for pulse rifles here, because it's a 3-burst rifle. So if you fire the first 3, and if there's a 4th burst coming in, it will do extra damage. That's a good one there. Continuing down the list in the S category, that is Silimar's Joust. In the Crucible, resistance to damage over time attacks is greatly increased. So this is a very good one here, and it's PvP only, or PvE, whichever one you want. If you have this armor perk active right there, and let's say if you get fired upon by a Thorn, which I know for a fact it's coming back, I know people are not very thrilled about it. If you have this perk active, pretty sure it'll give you more damage. I think that makes a little bit of sense right there. Next, Scori's Harmony. When your super is full, nearby allies, not allies, nearby allies' supers recharge faster. That is a good one if you want to use your supers more active. Me and my words today. What is this? Okay, next, Speed Demon. That's increased sprint speed and increased movement speed while aiming your weapon, plus it has a tighter turn radius while sprinting. Good one there. Next one, Strange Angles. Gain faster movement speed while crouching. Picking up ammo automatically reloads the weapon, matching that ammo's type. That's another nice one. Next, Strange Gravity. When holding down the trigger, range and accuracy increase as rate of fire decreases. Plus, with the kills though, it grants bonus grenade energy. So that's a little bit of good and bad right here. The good thing about range and accuracy, it increases, but the rate of fire goes down. Also, the good thing about this one, it grants bonus grenade energy. So that's a little bit of an up and down perk right there. Strange Gravity. So a bit of up and down right there. Next one, the Corruption Spreads. Enemies that take repeated hits from this weapon spawn SIVA nanites that attack other enemies. Now the Fallen do take extra damage. So it's almost like Wolfpack rounds there, but I know there's another perk coming up, but we'll explain that in a moment. So that was a little bit of a 50-50 perk right there. The Golden Age. Everything you see is sepia toned. Not quite sure what color the sepia is. I think it's blue, but I know there's one additional tint earlier that was blue, so I don't think that's it. So obviously the Golden Age lens, by the way, you can get it from Tess Everest there, so it definitely makes a lot more sense. Continuing on, Temur's Demons. Melee attacks on minor minions of the darkness have the chance to temporarily turn the target against its allies. So we've seen this in the Wretched Eye Strike, and I know there's a video already uploaded for that one. Let's say, for example, this works well for hunters. If you fire a knife, and remember, you got to make sure you have that perk active there called Temur's Demons. And I'm pretty sure it's just for minor minions only. I think it's just minor and what's that word there? Minor boss ones, not the ultra ones, the minor ones. If you throw a knife at an enemy, he will temporarily become your ally. But it's only for a short amount of time. I think it's at least 30 seconds, maybe more. I don't know how long it is active for. But once it comes back to its enemy again, then you can either use another knife or just kill him. Whatever works. This one's an interesting perk. Coming up next, it is Triple Double. Well, obviously in the NBA, if you get like a triple double, well, you know what it means, 10, 10, and 10. But this one here, Triple Double, when Triple Tap perk is triggered, an extra bullet is transferred from your reserves to the magazine. Now, this will work well for exotic Titan boots, which I'm pretty sure it's now coming in year 3, called the Dune Runners. So that perk works well with Dune Runners there. So the Triple Double perk, when Triple Tap is triggered, extra bullet's been transferred from your reserves to the magazine. So that's a good one. Next, and we're heading to the last few perks right here. We're going with 2 for 1. It doubles the effectiveness of the Army of One perk. That could be for a few weapons there. If you have like the Army of One perk right there, you get 2 for 1. So that's actually very, very good. The next one, Unrepentant. Reloading after a kill causes the next burst to be a longer, more powerful super burst. That's a good one there. Next, Viper Totomic. It has improved energy drain and weapons ready, and it reloads very quickly. Nice one right there. Next, we have Virulence. Precision kills release a SIVA nanite swarm that attacks other enemies. And I think we actually seen this, I think one of the Destiny trailers there, or from previous videos. This works well, if it's true, with an exotic raid pulse rifle. Now, I don't know if the pulse rifle is a raid exotic. If it is, it makes a lot more sense. And because of the SIVA nanite swarm, it almost feels like that they were firing. Well, again, this is for a precision headshot there. After the precision headshot, it releases like some sort of Wolfpack rounds from the Gjallarhorn. So it's almost like that. So that's a very, very good perk to have. And I think it makes sense if it's a raid exotic pulse rifle, but we don't know if that's true or not. We'll have to find out in the upcoming raid, Wrath of the Machine, which is coming out September 23rd. Moving on. Wait for it. That's the next perk. Wait for it. Reloading this weapon when the mag is empty grants a larger than normal magazine. Good one there. We got 4 more to go. The next one, Whirlwind's Curse. This weapon does bonus damage against Fallen, and also bonus agility when this weapon is equipped. 3 more to go. The next one here, World Turned Upside Down. Everything you see is inverted along the x-axis. So again, it's optional there in the pause menu there. If you want to switch your axis to X or Y, you can do so with that perk. 2 more to go. New Tricks. New Tricks. Improves Skip Grenade, and you gain an additional Skip Grenade charge. Alright, and the last one here, 1-2 Punch. Unlocks the Striker's subclass node Amplify for free, plus you gain an additional melee charge. So there you go, folks. That's all 56 weapon and exotic armor perks. Again, those are the exotic weapon and armor perks. There's all 56 of them. They are all revealed, and they'll be ready to be played for Rise of Iron, which, as I said before, it's coming out in a couple of days. Now, don't forget, like I said, starting this Tuesday, if you guys stay active to this channel here, since we reached both milestones, 100,000 plus views and 250 plus subscribers, we're going to be doing 2 things. A 300 plus engram opening and a cinematic reveal. That's the opening cinematic, that is, for Destiny Rise of Iron. It's going to be a lot of fun in a couple of days, folks. I cannot wait to do the walkthrough there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So until then, folks, thank you very much for watching this video. Again, all 56 exotic weapon and armor perks have been revealed. Boy, oh boy, cannot wait for Rise of Iron to play. So, until then, folks, thank you so very much for watching. And until next time, thank you very much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel for more content here. Like all the videos as well. Leave a comment as well if you wish. And until next time, peace out.